Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Morning.
morning.
Right. How's life everywhere, wherever you are?
Pretty good.
Life's good.
Yep, good here.
Practice is on?
I'm sorry?
Practice is on,
Yep.
right? Daily basis or sometimes?
Most of the time.
Most of the time, athlete, right? Most of the
I pretty much lose it when I'm traveling.
most of the time, I'm losing, well, when I'm traveling. So this is kind of an athlete, like I'm losing when I'm traveling athlete. Most of the time, athlete. Almost athlete. Sometimes. So what word do we need?
Every day.
Hey, every day. That's the word we need. Traveling. Let's help with the traveling. So what do we do when we travel? Any help?
Uh, Body weight, option A, if you don't have dumbbells.
So when you don't have dumbbells, what do you do?
Uh, Workout A with no weights on the floor of the hotel room.
Exactly. Bill, right?
Yes.
Is it Bill? So
Yes.
did you hear that?
I did hear it. It's a good plan.
Yeah.
Not well executed.
All right. So what do we do when before we enter the room in the hotel?
Check to see if there's a gym.
Now, what do we do before we enter the room?
Make sure it's my room.
No, no, no. What do we do? So you are in front of the door to your room. What do you do?
Make a commitment.
Yes. And what kind of images are here? What do we do? Commitment is an idea.
Oh.
We need images.
You mean images of the different exercises?
Oh, images what we are going to do when after we open the door.
So basically, you're going to visualize yourself working out.
No,
No?
no. The first image, what do we do when we walk in? What do people usually do when they walk in into the room?
You can check out the
Unpack.
room.
Huh?
You check out the room,
You check
right?
the room, maybe. Yeah. What
Yeah.
else? What else?
Put their luggage away.
Hmm?
Put their luggage away.
Yeah, luggage away. Then what do
Unpack.
we do? Could be unpack. And before we unpack
Some
or
people might
pack,
flop on the bed.
yeah, you're missing the big one here. What do we do?
Make sure we have space to work out.
No. What do we do? Like what people do, not we, like people. What people do. What do you do? What do they do first when they walk into the room? Almost first. Something needs to be on.
TV.
Oh, turn on the lights.
TV on. Here we are.
Uh,
That's not me.
TV on. right? So why not TV on? All right.
It's distracting.
What happens when you travel?
When I'm travel, I usually don't travel by myself, and there's just it doesn't lend itself to much organization.
Yeah. So when you travel, you also you travel. You have your own room, right?
Yeah, but I travel with my wife and family and grandkids and all, and like I was just gone for a month and I did nothing.
Oh,
And
what
you have 4, 5, 6 hour time differences, and it's just a pain.
you need your 1 month there and did nothing.
Well, pretty much
What an
nothing.
achievement!
I walked a lot.
What an achievement! All right. So what do we do when we walk into the room? Yeah, assuming that you are alone, and maybe with the wife. And what do we do first? So when we put TV on, what TV does to us?
Oh, it sucks you in.
Well, it makes you more tired. Yeah. So you travel. Let's assume that were on the plane and you are arriving at your door after 5 hours flight, and you're tired. Are you tired?
I would be.
Depends on what time of day.
Yeah. Well, are we tired or not?
Usually dehydrated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a long flight, 10-hour flight, and
Are we physically tired?
No.
Yep.
No.
Mhm.
Physically, we are not tired. We are tired mentally. Exactly. So we need to do something physically to refresh ourselves. And that is the happy body comes in. Okay. So the TV is the one that could create a problem. When you switch it on, it makes us more tired. So it will be really harder to actually start the routine. Yeah. So you have to have a strong principle, strong image, what you're going to do after you open that door. So you don't open the door and your habits kick in and you go put the luggage away and then you switch on TV and do the other stuff and listen to news or whatever. So what do you do when you prepare yourself for the routine? What would that be?
Get water.
Get water? What else? What do you need on the floor?
Towel.
Maybe a towel.
A towel. You grab the towel, you put on the floor. If you don't have 2 bottles of water, you begin. So coming back, before you open the door, you hesitate, you stop there, and now you meditate on what you're going to do after you open that door. So you're going to walk in, put the luggage away, pick up the towel on the floor, and you move on. If you need to change your clothes, then you change your clothes, of course, before, and you start moving. You have to start moving because once you start moving, your chemistry starts reversing itself for the chemistry that is refreshing, rebuilding, and physically, making you better and regaining your your way of not to be tired, right? Refresh. and ready. So that, how much time when you do the happy body is needed to actually feel better and refresh and not tired anymore?
Well, every workout's a half hour. I personally find I do the A a little quicker. Uh, just depends.
Okay. So how many minutes you need that you really start feeling better, refreshed? Your brain switches toward more awakened, refreshed.
I'd say probably by the time I get to the first squat is when I start to really feel stretched out and better.
Yes, from my experience, it's about 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you start feeling better. You are just rolling now. The body knows the happy body routine. Start feeling better. Everything starts getting better. So 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, when you switch on TV, it will not affect you if you need that. So after 20 minutes or 30 minutes of doing that, what is going to happen? Right?
You feel better?
Yeah, you feel better.
I
You
know.
feel refreshed. You are not tired anymore, right? And what are you going to do?
I don't know. Depends on what.
After finishing the routine, what are you going to do? You have refreshed, you have back energy, you feel good. Okay, what's the next step?
Meditate still.
Hmm?
Meditate, but I guess do you consider that part of the routine?
Yeah, you could meditate, yes, 5 minutes, and then after?
Go to dinner.
You feel better, so what are you going to do? After training, what do we usually do?
You get on with your day, I guess.
Well, before that, we do something to refresh us even more. Take a shower.
Oh, yeah.
We take a shower, right? We take a shower, we change our clothes, and then what do we do after?
Eat something.
Yeah, exactly. So now Bill is going to go and see his friends. Then they are more tired, they're more exhausted, and Bill now is refreshed, like cooled down, no inflammation, no tired at all, and he's going to go and see his friends that they are all tired and exhausted and complaining. But Bill is not complaining. Bill is refreshed. Happy, right? Energized, and talking to his friends from a different perspective. And what that perspective is? What is that perspective?
I guess that of feeling good.
Yeah, feeling good, ready to do something, ready to be creative, innovative, all of it, right? So, okay, so why not? It just takes only 20, 30 minutes and why is not? Why we don't do it?
I mean, for me, it's usually a scheduling issue. Um, if you land and you have plans right away, um,
Not right away. You have always 20 minutes, 15 minutes for the workout, right? Yeah, there's no like you leave the luggage and you have meeting in 5 minutes. There's no such a thing.
well, my wife wants to leave the room. She doesn't want to wait for me to work out.
So wife is there, you do your workouts, so what? You have to have a strong principle of who you are and what you do to yourself. What if you need to meditate and your wife is there? You don't meditate?
Well, meditating doesn't usually take 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So, you can meditate, right? You can meditate in the room when your wife is there, right? It doesn't matter wife is there or not, right? It shouldn't. Because when I go and meditate, I sit in the room and Aniela knows I meditate. She doesn't bother me at all. I'm 20 minutes out. If I do the training, workout, the same thing. So you have to have a very strong principle of who you are and what you do. If you are vegetarian and go to a restaurant or vegan, what is going to go? You go with all carnivores and you are there, and then what? You're going to eat because they eat meat. You're not going to please them, right? Yeah. Vegan is vegan. It doesn't care whether people eat meat or not. So you need to be the same way with the happy body. You're the happy body. You practice. And it doesn't matter whether people watch, they don't watch, they exist, they don't exist. You do your routine. And it has to be strong. It has to be strong principle, not different than be vegan. It's a very strong principle when people are, set in a way. There's no way to take them away from whatever they are, no matter what people are around.
Jersey, I have a question about travel. I really appreciate the
That's what
reminder that it's about commitment. And I'm curious, what would you recommend if you're in your room and there's no weights and you haven't been able to take weights? Do you just do the exercises without them, or what do you do?
Yeah, we talked for 20 minutes about that. So
I'm sorry I missed it. I'll listen to the replay. Sorry.
Anita is going to tell you what to do exactly before even you open the door. Yeah, Anita? Okay, Anita, you are on.
I'm sorry.
Crystal, you put me in a spot now.
I'm so sorry.
No, what we were talking is you get in, take a towel, put it down, and start.
No. Bill, what is the beginning?
Commitment.
Hey, what is it, the first step that you do?
You,
You're not in the room yet, right?
right.
Not in the room yet.
Yeah, exactly. So the towel is already in the room. So Anita, F.
Yeah. Okay.
Fail. Okay, what's happening? Bill, what do we do?
You mentally commit to it, and then so when you get into go into the room, you're ready and just you do it.
So do you stop before you open the door and think about something?
Well, that's the commitment. You've committed to it as you can do that while you're walking.
Commitment is not
Right.
enough. It's vague. You have to have an image, right? Image. What's the image? Anita, what is the image when you walk in?
The image of working out, doing the happy
What
body.
is the image that what you're going to take and
You're gonna take the towel.
you're going to take the towel. Crystal, we're going. Yes, we are not entering the room until we are outside, and then we visualize that we are going to go in. We are not going to put the TV on. That we visualize that. We're not going to do that. But we're going to take the towel and put it on. We're still not in the room. We are imagining this because it's a principle. You are tired, you are exhausted, and you want TV on. You have to resist that. You have to do something good for yourself, and your habits will really work against you. And your being tired will work against you. So the first thing, you stop, you hesitate, you don't open the door, and then you imagine what you're going to do inside that room. You put the luggage, you get the image. You take the towel, you put on the ground. If you need to change the clothes, you change it. And then what do?
You start working out.
You start working out. You start do the happy body. How much time it will take that you will stop being tired?
5 minutes.
Around 5 minutes. Good. All right. So when you finish the routine, what do you do next?
Meditate.
Meditate 5 minutes. Then what?
Take a shower.
Take a shower. You see, Crystal? Yeah, we're good, right? Crystal, all right. Take a shower. And then what? We need to put what? Something on us, right? Nice clothes.
Change.
Nice clothes.
Go have a meal. Do
Yeah,
what?
we are refreshed, like after meditation. And then, okay, then what's the next step? We're going somewhere. We are refreshed, right? Where are we going?
To be with friends for dinner.
To see friends for dinner. Exactly. And then if they didn't do what we do, what happens?
You're the life of the party.
We have energy. Yeah, we are creative. We are innovative. If you are in a business trip, you have good images about what we are going to do that. You need to learn something, or you need to create, you need to innovate. Your brain is working. But your friend's brain is not working. Your brain is working. It's refreshed. You're not tired anymore. You're ready to conquer the world. That's the magic of mindfulness, magic of meditation, and magic of the happy body routine, the A version. That's the magic. Especially after really traveling 5 hours on the plane and so on, being tired, lethargic, and so on. And you want to go and sleep inside the room. Or you put the TV on, you're more tired. Then you kind of go and sleep. So, any questions about that? Bill, you know what to do now, right?
Yeah.
and every day, right?
Yeah, it's just you know, I go through periods of time where I can go one after another, and then when I stop because I break for some reason, I always struggle getting back to start again. But I know what the game plan is.
Yeah, yeah. So the knowing is not enough, right?
It's true.
Yeah, people, there is a knowing and doing gap, the gap between the knowing and knowledge and actually manifestation of the knowledge. The knowledge without manifestation is wasted. Some of us really invest in knowledge and they think that they really, when they actually know all of it, they actually are, right? You know about the happy body, you don't need to practice. It's probably like Silicon Valley would be that way, These people who run, like AI people, really can imagine that, you don't have to do anything. You are so good, and AI will do it for you. AI will practice too. Wow, okay, that's pretty good, right? They need to do anything, right? And then there is such a thing, surprise, semiatrophy after 35. Everything in our body is shrinking. And science says, oh, we have to do something about that. And something about that would be one thing to get better in. What is it?
Exercise.
Well, not only exercise, but
Strength.
strength. Yes, strength. Without strength, we lose the muscle, right? We shrink inside our lungs and heart and brain. Everything shrinks. And in 1930, there was this doctor who did the research and called that shrinking senile atrophy. I mean, the nature after 35 decides to say goodbye. And if you don't do anything, the goodbye is around when you're 60, 70. Now it's a little bit longer, like 73. And then there is a goodbye. So we need human interaction here, invention, creativity, to actually deal with it. And to deal with it, we need flexibility, we need the strength, we need the nervous system, we need practice. And without practice, we agree with the nature. And nature has only one purpose: deteriorate you and you're gone. That's it. So you can be gone at 70, you can be gone at 100, and good. 100, yeah, quality of life, actually. But it's a manifestation of practice, how we are. Practice, practice, practice. So principles are really extremely important. Every day, if you do everyday exercise, if you do every day the happy body, a year or two, it will shift completely your brain activity, your body, everything will get better. But if you do occasionally, sometimes, maybe, right? So that is not going to happen, because that is going to happen whatever you do. It's the doing thing. So the practice needs to happen every day. You have to really get a strong principle that you practice every day. First thing, it doesn't matter you travel or not, you practice every day. We train every day, twice a day, because we do the happy body, we do the Olympic weightlifting, 2 workouts a day. And I don't remember when I didn't do the training. If I travel, I do the happy body and find the gym around. If I find the gym, go there, do the other stuff. If not, I just do the happy body without anything. And independently, Anila does whatever she does, I do whatever I do. We don't look at each other for approving or whatever it is, for acceptance. You have to be like vegans are, or vegetarians, or carnivores, right? If somebody eats meat, tell that one not to eat meat. Good luck with that. But if somebody is vegan, tell that one to eat meat. It's not going to happen. So that's how you need to be. You have to be really the happy body. And manifest that. Not really know it, manifest it. The doing is the end game. Knowledge is okay, good. But if it's not really practiced, then it's wasted. So that's what about the traveling and how to travel. Any other questions about travel?
Yeah, this is about travel, or just like a really busy schedule. I kind of fell off the last month or so, or month. I moved, and I had my dumbbells set up in my garage, and then we were getting a bunch of work done, and I couldn't access it, and I don't know, made a bunch of excuses. I'm kind of back to it now. And let's say, I mean, this is rare, but I'm probably gonna have a kid next year, and I imagine it'll be less rare of getting into my garage at 7:15, 7:30 in the morning is usually ideal for me. Let's say that I either have like a work emergency come up, or something with the kid I have to do, and my whole day just gets tossed around. Is it better to do like 15, 20 minutes of happy body like right before bed than not at all, just to keep the mental chain going of I did this every single day? I guess I usually stray away from doing physical, like a workout at night, because I don't want to keep myself awake. But could it be used as a wind down routine, as like a night stretch?
You need to do your training every day. Every day is the way. So there is no question about that. So I usually work out in the evening around 10. Anila does her happy body at 6 a.m. So we are different here. But sometimes when we go to a party, right? So I have to plan to do my happy body before I go. And usually I do. But if something happens I don't, then I come at 1 a.m., I do the happy body before I go to bed. It's a punishment.
So you would do it even
right,
even in reducing, it's like you prioritize it over sleep at that point. I mean, obviously it's not a lot, it's just
you
half an hour, but still.
You prioritize priorities definitely on doing the happy body. Without doing the happy body, the life is without the happy body, whether you sleep or not. And of course, sleeping is more important because it's recovery. But you have to recover from something. The quality of life goes with records and practice. No records, no improvement. Right? No getting better. You have to have records. You have to get records to be stronger or to be more flexible. So these are the records. You have to really watch them, and have them and pursue them. It's you are the master of your life. You are the pursuer. You have to adapt your brain that wants to get better, faster, stronger, more flexible. And you are doing it. You're pursuing it. You're not doing the happy body like a workout just to do the workout. The happy body is like a routine. It's a routine to get better within the routine. You want to lift more weight and you want to get quicker when it's necessary. The weights, they have to get lighter in order to get stronger. So it's a pursuit of power. Everybody's pursuit of power. And that you have to do. You have to adapt yourself into the, how you do the happy body, that you constantly think about, okay, what is my record here? What is the box? You have to be involved. You have to have either memory of yourself, how you do things, or you have to have a journal and write everything there. And involve like a muscle coach. You have to master your coaching. You coach yourself. Because once you practice, the coaching happens. Now it doesn't happen. You only when you start practicing. And the quality of that practice can take you to the better tomorrow or worse. So it's important that you really take it seriously, because that is your quality of life on the line here. Quality of life. Your quality of life is at stake here. Your existential energy, power, how you go through is at stake here. It's the number one that you need to do before you work, before you sleep, before anything. You have to do the training, because that is the only thing that can improve you. Other than that, without improvement, you go down to the hole as nature is doing it. Will shrink you, and then you're done. As a priority is you have to have a routine, and then routine that you want to improve the routine. That's the only way that you can get better, and can better at work and anywhere else. It doesn't matter what you do, but if you improve the happy body, you improve your quality of life everywhere, wherever you are. And whatever you do, if you play golf, it will be better golf. Sex, better sex. Work, better work. Everything has to get better because you're getting better. But if you are doing the opposite of it, then everything gets worse, because that's how it is. If you don't do it, naturally, you are getting worse. If you do, you have the chances to slow it down. And also, there is a big difference between those who are great and those who are not. So you have a big gap to cover. So it means that there is big gap, the difference between you and the one who is the best in the world. Big gap. So that's what you need to start fighting for, to narrow that gap, get better. And you have the chance, because the one that is the best is really a lot of better. So I am 71, and 71 people are really, old.
No, we're not. I'm 72.
Yeah, I know they walk old, they talk old, they look old, it's just old. So you have to fight for not to behave old. Yep. And, Billy's 72. You can imagine that others. What is your height?
5'10".
5'10". So you're about 160,
I
170
w-
pounds.
I wish. I'm at about 200.
Yeah, so you are overweight, right? And then you have some problems with the body already because the too much weight, 30, 40 pounds of fat on you, that is not needed. Your guy that is 170 or 160, the top, will probably clean and jerk about 200 pounds still today, more than 200, 220 probably. Imagine that. That is your one that is the best. That's what you're looking for. What you need to fight for to become that one, because there is one there. And not to expect that you are smart and you don't have to practice. That is insane, irrational behavior, right? You have to watch this irrational show, The Irrational. You remember the book Irrational, Rational, or something rational, irrational? It was a book, interesting book about how we really think and then how insane sometimes we are. I have to have strong principles in life to do what is good. Naturally, we don't want to do what is good for us. It's always a hard choice. That's why we don't want to do it. I have to fight for your better life, for feeling better, stronger, and de-age or become youthful, more youthful than you are, especially when you are 72. That you really have to fight. When you are 50 and 40, you don't care very much. But when you are 70, 72, wow. Yeah, like Jane Fonda said, after 50, no rehearsals. No rehearsals. It means no fucking up. No rehearsals, right? You don't want to fuck up, right, at that time. Because if you do, then you get worse. And then you again, you're back and forward and back, and you don't get better. You're more disappointed. You are frustrated. You're depressed, and it gets you very quickly. You fight for your happiness. Not only even, living long or longevity, but happiness. We don't feel good when we are not good about ourselves. You start beating ourselves that we are not. I have to really have this strong principles of doing what has a chance to even make you better. Priority is extremely important, and priority is on the exercise and on food and on meditation. These three are more important than your job, whatever you do. Because these three can really make your job better. Job cannot better your exercise, your food, and your meditation. Job cannot do it. But this three can do. So What depends on what? Everything, whatever you do in life, depends on these three. And that's why they need to be priority. Not the room, not the luxury, vacations and dinners with friends and so on. No. The priority has to be on the practice here. Exercise, good food, meditation. That has to be priority. And if it is, you're lucky. You're really lucky. You got yourself into the right practice, the right routine, the right principle. That's the end game. If you get it, you reverse that paradigm. All right, what's the word for today? Melanie, give me the word.
Lucky.
Lucky. Yes. Definitely lucky. You would think we are smart. We're not smart. Be lucky is a lot better than smart. You're lucky, man. That's really a great thing. It comes to you. Good thing comes to you. And somehow you make these hard choices that you make them, that you are lucky. Because, most of us are making the easy choices. So those who make the hard choices are lucky ones. Very lucky, very lucky. I'm so lucky the happy body exists. Without that, I cannot even imagine what I would do. What I would be doing. I wouldn't know my ideal body weight. Now I know. It's there. Bill knows too, and he's on the way. All right, Anita, give me the word.
Manifestation.
Yes, manifestation. This is something that the results of your practice of doing things, of not thinking and not really increasing your knowledge. This manifestation always is the result of practice, physical practice. And knowledge is supposed to help you with it. Knowledge is not manifestation. It's just knowledge. And completely wasted if you don't really use it. Manifestation. The knowledge needs to be manifested. Crystal?
Drive.
Yes, the drive. Drive. And drive is that with this, when you have a strong principles, the drive, you have it. You have to have a strong principles that exercise is more important than anything else, because anything else depends on the exercise and the food, the quality, and the meditation. Everything else depends on it. That drive comes from strong, very strong principles. And you see how people have those strong goals. They achieve, they manifest. And you have to really look at your life that there is something to do. There is a fight there to pick up. You have to become a resistance fighter, because the resistance is the one that you need to overcome to get better, stronger. It seems trivial, but the strength is the pinnacle of aging or not aging. Nathan?
Principles.
Principles, right? Principles. All right, Bill, give it to me.
Discipline.
Discipline, very interesting. And discipline is the result or the principle, what we are after. They are tested. The discipline is tested actually when you have the goals and whether you manifest them or not. So everyone who doesn't want to do anything would go in life without the goals. So doesn't want to manifest anything. So there is no manifestation. There is no discipline. And the person thinks that actually has discipline. Not tested. There was this guy who lived a long time ago, Socrates, and he was known from being disciplined. He had a really strong discipline. And people travel to the store where he taught discipline. And when somebody came and said, well, I want to teach me, I said, okay, sit down, listen. That's how the whole thing began. And then follow with meditation and certain practices. Because that is when discipline is tested, whether you have it or not. You have to. It has to be something challenging in order to know you have discipline or not. Like you practice every day. And then it shows up. You have discipline or you don't. All right. Time is up. 12:00. Wow. All right. My word? What is my word? Anita, give me my word. What is my word?
What is your word?
Yeah, what is my word?
Visualize?
Good. All right. Good. I like that one. Yeah, you need to visualize. Right. That's a really good one. If you visualize, if you stop and you have images of your principles, supporting your principles, you will succeed. You will get better. All right, guys. See you in 2.
Thank you.
Good
Yeah.
night.
Thank
Bye.
you.
All right. Thank you, Josie.
Thank you. Bye-bye.